Hey, and welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Don here. I'm going to go over a few things, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a deep dive today for you. So the first thing, I talked a little bit last week. If you didn't watch it because it wasn't a video, maybe you don't like podcast, I talked about an interview I did with Hammy and Ari. So Hammy is a guy that has a podcast about running, and I did a little interview, try to kind of do a joint venture, and they sent out something to their list to try to help fill up my heel pain workshop that I'm doing virtually this time. So I did a live one, and now I'm trying to do one virtually because I can fit more people into a virtual room than I can in my office, and because I just don't have space. I don't have a big. And Ari, he is a great wizard, and I'm going to show you one of his little wizardry things that he does in terms of automation. Okay. Talk a little bit about the webinar version of the workshop. And my whole idea is once I record one of these on Zoom, is I can make that what we call evergreen. So basically means that I can put it on my website. And so if someone doesn't want to do a live version, they can do a recorded version. And the idea was this joint venture, meaning shoe stores that I already refer to, getting them to send their patients to go to one of my heel pain workshops. That's what I'm kind of focusing. My tendency is to try a lot of different workshops, but I'm going to try to focus on just one and just kind of widening the breadth of that. Another cool thing is with Calendly, just so you know, people sign up on Calendly, and I found a way to kind of link it with my email list. So every time someone signs up, it actually adds them to my email list as well. So it's a way to build up my email list for people that are participating. And I've been doing a new test here with a virtual assistant. I want to explain how I think about things with an impact filter that I filled out. What didn't work is I was supposed to drop some flyers off at the local places that I'm going to do that I'm doing this webinar and having people to come in, but I didn't do that. I just got too busy and frankly wasn't that comfortable doing that. I sent it to them via email. I don't think there's going to be the same results from that. So here is Hami, and he interviewed me. I think last week I put the link. I'll put the link underneath there. It was fun. It'd be fun to do more of these kind of instead of interviewing people interview me. Just fun for a change. And this guy is just a great worker of efficiency, and I want to show one of his efficiency hacks here. So this is one of his. So if you follow me here, the website that he recommended is called repurpose.io. So basically it can take video and audio text and repurpose it in other places. So let me give you an example. So you take an audio file, and this audio file you can upload somewhere, and Podfly is a place where I automatically publish it to a podcast. Okay. Also, Repurpose can also move it to Libsyn or SoundCloud. These are both storage areas. So it takes the same audio, automatically sends it there. Zapier is something that is used to take an audio file or anything, and it automatically triggers into something else. So this triggers. So for example, when I put a name into Calendly for an event, it triggers this and sends it directly to my email, like my email list on Kajabi. And then basically another Zapier one makes content out of it. So it can take a transcription and make like a podcast, or a blog post out of it. Sending it to a VA, which is a virtual assistant. They can make a slide and post a slide about it. And then they can also take and make this transcription into a blog on Medium. And then it can make a new podcast. So it does kind of all this stuff. It's pretty amazing. And then it also sends it that Medium blog to all the different social platforms. So sending it to the social platform. So it's pretty amazing if you think these things. So the idea for Ari is that you take one piece of content under a minute and you can send it to LinkedIn, you can send it to Facebook, you can send it to all these other things, TikTok and everything, that one same piece of content kind of automatically. Now, is it better to have separate content for everything? Yes, but really who has time and no one's really looking at you that much. So this isn't a way to do that. So this is why I respect Ari. He's got a lot of these things. I would check him out on Medium. Okay. Let me just show you guys some other stuff here that I've been working on. So this is the actual link to my heel pain workshop, and I'm focusing on this one workshop here. I've showed this to you before. Where this goes right now, the cool addition is it goes to my Calendly, and there's two options. One here on Wednesday the 8th, and then the 15th. I'm doing back to back. I think there's 30 and then 20 respectively signed up for this, and so I'm trying to have other people send it out. Not working too great with other people, but it's working okay with my list. And the last time I did it with Facebook ads, this time I'm not doing it with ads. Okay, so that's one thing. And every time they sign up, it actually adds them to my email list. Let me show you. I want to show you a couple of thinking tools here. So the first one I want to show you is this is a fast filter. Remember, I meet pretty much every Friday with a person named Nicole. She helps me work through my thinking. And so what I want to do is I want to have a successful first quarter using a virtual assistant. And the way an impact filter works, or I'm going through this with you guys, is I want to be freed up to be present with my patients, freed from multitasking and irritating tasks, and do more of my unique ability or things that I like to do, which is like videos and things like this. And with support, I can get all the projects out of my head and have the administrative tasks done by a virtual assistant. The worst result, that we're confused, don't have clear communication and things like that. So what I did is I kind of delineated for Rose, who I'm working with, what are the success criteria. So I think this is really important. This is where I've fallen short in the past. A lot of times I just delegate by, I don't know, like hit and run. I say, do this, and then I'm not really clarifying it. But what I want them to do is establish a weekly check-in on Zoom with me about delegations and communication. I want them to do all the post-production for Podiatry Practice Mastery and Dr. Pelto website. I'm going to give them the video, and Rose will download it, edit it, upload it to YouTube, do a thumbnail, schedule an email to go live, all that other stuff. She's going to manage my weekly email sendouts for those things and send them out on Monday, like I currently send them. And then she's going to have access to all these things that I used. This is the hard part, getting access and teaching how to do this. And the way I tend to do this is with Loom. I just did one this morning, or I think Loom is like where you can record little videos. So I sent her little videos anytime she gets caught up. And I think it'll take more time in the beginning, but then it'll be easier. To Kajabi, this is for the email. Anchor is the podcast, YouTube, Google Slides. Trello is how we communicate. Canva makes can video edit it, but also make different slides, and then Calendly. So she has access to all of this stuff. And I have a special click send project I want her to work on after she figures out these other things, which I'll talk to you guys about in the future. So another thing I'm working on is this thing called my foot treatment toolkit. And basically what it looks like is this thing. And so my idea with this foot treatment toolkit is this is an app or a download, and you guys can download it if you want. I'll give you access to it. But basically my thought is I can give this to patients, and what it has here, it has like a welcome, like everything you need just in case, kind of like a regular toolkit, and it has an app. And then basically where I'm trying to put everything in one place so it's easier for patients. I'd like to know your feedback, what you guys think of this. But basically, it has everything in alphabetical order. So like Achilles tendonitis, if they click this, they're going to get a video on Achilles tendonitis, okay? And so they can watch that video, 11-minute video, and they have these other aspects in here. What I'm thinking about fixing it, or messing around with a little bit different, is that it has all these different categories. So basically, it has a welcome, condition-specific resources, webinars and lectures, books, and then bonus content. What I'm thinking about doing is making it kind of putting all the webinars inside each specific diagnosis, and then the books inside each specific diagnosis. And then I have some bonus content, which is basically my healthy living stuff. And this is the stuff that these are the passions that I really resonate with, are people that that are interested in weight loss. These are people that are interested in intermittent fasting, people that are interested in the same things that I'm interested in. And so basically it's a little audio here that they can listen to and just have different tips, and they can download a little booklet that I did. So this is what I call a foot treatment toolkit. I don't know anyone doing this. I'm trying this out. And I'm also using another impact filter for this. So I'm wanting to do a foot treatment toolkit. I want a resource that's available to help with common foot conditions, like in an app. I want to make this for my current patients, and also something that's so great that I want to share it with others. So what's important about this? What's the ideal outcome? It's important because it'll make it people to easy ask questions. So basically, when they're logged in, under each section, they can ask a question and others can see it. They can give it to others. And it could substitute even having a website. If you have a really good app, it could substitute having a website. It's easy to share with my patients and have value for them, and also for other industries. For example, if it's really good, other podiatrists could use it, or other like shoe stores or things like that, they could give it out. It's not specific for me getting patients specifically here, but it could help be an industry transformer app, something that's real simple to use. Shoe companies, running gurus, other people could refer to it. The worst result is no one's going to use it, or it's too complex. So that's my concern for this, and I will let you know as I try it. And then what I usually do is I put in success criteria. I have not done that. That's my homework for this week. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys about this. I'm showing you something that's flopped. I did make a little foot treatment tool, and basically it's a series of questions. I don't know if it flopped because I didn't do it, or because no one did it, or I didn't send it out, or I had too many other competing ideas. That's what I tend to have. Okay, guys, once again, hope you guys found this beneficial. Put your answers, your thoughts below.